I'm Dave Furs. We're at Southport High School. Kind of rainy, kind of chilly, but the Southport cheerleaders are dressed for the occasion. It's senior night, week 8 of Friday Football Frenzy, and it starts now!
Get ready. It's time for the action-packed excitement of Indiana High School football. From the Indy Channel, RTV6 Sports presents Friday Football Frenzy.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to Friday Football Frenzy, the penultimate week of the regular season. Bunch of great games tonight, including the matchup of the year. Top-ranked Carmel, second-ranked Warren Central. It's also our HTSN Mick Game of the Week. Pre-game show, excellent tonight. Warren, they were feeling it. Watch these guys. They were in the groove. Nicely done, but a change of quarterback. Michael Victrop out with a bad hamstring, so they went with Mr. Everything, Isaac James. Didn't take very long before James became a factor. Its opening drive, deep ball to Colin Pearson, brings it in. A tremendous job by Pearson. 80-yard touchdown to open the game. Greyhounds up 7-0. Still in the first. A give here to Chris Perkins. Short touchdown run. He got it. Make it 14-0 Greyhounds. Second quarter, then Warren answers. Jordan Leach on the keeper. His 6th touchdown run of the season. Carmel's only up 14-10 at the break. After a scoreless third, the game essentially comes down to this. Off the Carmel punt, ball appears to be touched by Warren Central, recovered by the Greyhounds' Nick Mazza. Look at the replay here. The return man clearly does not touch it, but watch number 4, Antonio Robinson, hits his left foot. Carmel back in business, led to this 30-yard field goal by Nick Stacy, and that is the final. Top-ranked Carmel beats second-ranked Warren Central for the MIC championship. 17-10 the final. Here's Carmel's Kevin Wright afterwards.
Had some guys that had to step up, so, you learn a lot about your team at the end. We got some stop there. We got just enough offense. And like we said, this game is usually won ugly. And I told my 12-year-old daughter that before the game. I said, whoever wins, they're going to probably win ugly. And we won ugly, but we'll take it.
What if they listen? Sure, why not? It's Coach, right? Next week, Carmel tries to finish off a perfect season. We'll have the Greyhounds against Lawrence Central, our MIC Game of the Week season finale. 6:30 pregame. Kick off at 7. Greg Rakestraw, Mark James with the call on HTSN. Another conference title really coming down to the wire, including really a log jam. The Hoosier Crossroads Conference. Brad Brown was at Fishers tonight trying to sort it all out, plus a trip to Hamilton County. HSC and Cathedral, right, Brad?
Yes, Dave, good evening. With 2 weeks to go, 4 teams still in the running for the HCC title, and even when it's all done tonight, they could end up with a 3-way tie. Nothing would be solved completely this evening, but at least one team would be eliminated. We start over at Fishers. The cheerleaders from FHS on our HTSN pregame, thanks to the cheer parents for a pregame meal, too. Cheesy potatoes, Dave. Oh, they were good. QB, yeah. Zach Eaton on the keeper for Fishers. First TD of the night, Kelly made cheesy potatoes. Mom Kelly out there, she knows what she was doing right there. 7-0 Fishers D got to stop. Then on the punt, here goes Josh Lloyd. Takes the kick, couple of moves. There he goes. Gets a little help when he gets it across the 50. Another nice move and a block and another block. 72 yards on the TD return. 14-0 Fishers with the advantage. Then right after that, the defense a quick one. RJ Potts snags it, and that's an easy pick 6. Fishers rolls to the win tonight. 38-7 was the final. So we make the short drive over to HSC. The Royals hosting Cathedral, and the Irish in command of this one. Caleb Cross on the run. Taken down inside the 5-yard line would lead to a field goal for the Irish. They racked up a couple of TDs early and hang on for the 31-17 win as Cathedral picks up their 3rd win of the season. And Avon beat Zionsville tonight, so Fishers and the Orioles are both 4-1 in the HCC heading into week 9. Fishers holds the tiebreaker in that one, and both teams play on the road next Friday, so we shall see, Dave.
Brad, thanks. Chittard taking on Guerin tonight. Playing at Lawrence Central. Trojans running the ball again. The pitch here to Brian Hannon. Easy route to the end zone. Final score goes to Chittard. Then another first score goes to Chittard. Another big run coming up later here. This time it's Charlie Sexauer taking the pitch. Watch him bowl over a couple of defenders. 24 yards on the TD run. Chittard rolls to the 42-13 win. Trojans, how about it? They improved to 6-2. Last week, Ben Davis lost at Carmel. Giants look to bounce back tonight at home. Michael Grady has that, plus 1A number 9 Lutheran at Speedway. Michael.
All right, thanks a lot, Dave. We spent some time on the west side again watching two completely different offenses dominate their respective game. We begin with Lutheran and Speedway, and watch what Saints running back Dalton Knighty does to two Sparkplug defenders right there. Huge hit, 19-yard touchdown run to put the Saints up 14-7. And if you haven't seen Lutheran play, they like to run the ball. I mean, they really like to run the football. Here's Dylan Goddard with a big run. Same drive a few plays later, and it's Goddard again. This time he scores from 8 yards out to put the Saints up 2 touchdowns. The Saints improved to 5-3 with a 35-20 victory over Speedway. On to Lawrence Central at Ben Davis. There's Giants head coach Mike Kirshner right there. Third quarter, LC up 24-21, and there's a fumble. Jared Dokes takes a big hit, and Ben Davis is now in business. A couple of plays later, Giants in the red zone, and Kyle Kastner will find True Smith over the middle for the touchdown. Ben Davis now back on top by 3 as True Smith works on perfecting his chest bump. That was a good one. This one, no, not so much. Later in the second half, Giants QB Kyle Kastner will throw another touchdown pass. This one to junior running back Chris Evans. The Giants win comfortably tonight, 50-36. Again, fun times tonight out west. A couple of real contenders getting much-needed wins as the season draws to a close. Dave?
So what you're saying is Lutheran likes to run the ball. Yes, they do it pretty well. Really like to run it. Just like in racing, rain can be the great equalizer and certainly made things tough for several of the high-powered teams on the south side tonight. Thanks to pilot Tony Scott and Skycam 6, it's week 8 of our Friday football frenzy, Flylights.
We begin with a little southern hospitality at Triton Central. Long known, of course, for its football, hosting Beech Grove. And the Beech Grove Hornets have been the buzz this season, haven't they? 5-2, and tonight looking for at least a share of the Indiana Crossroads Conference Championship. And a sloppy one at TC. Umbrellas for protection, or an offensive lineman for Beech Grove quarterback Chase Andrews, sacked in the second quarter. That's when senior running back Jonah Thacker gets warmed up on this chilly night. 24-yard gain to start the drive. Here at Triton Central, everyone gets in a Friday football frenzy, including the first graders, the kindergartners, second graders. This is the junior varsity cheerleading squad. They put the junior in junior varsity. What Thacker starts, Thacker finishes. 4-yard score, Triton Central, big, 27-6. To Southport, where it's a high 5 for the Cardinals, hosting Bloomington North on senior night. One of the great traditions here at Southport is on senior night when all the parents put together these collages of the kids that have put so much time and heart and effort into what they put together, including number 54, Connor Moore. I wonder if this senior's going to do anything tonight. As a matter of fact, he does. North quarterback Jack Smith picked by Moore in the third. But the Cougars answered in the fourth. Smith to Alex Richardson, who dives into the end zone. Officials give him 6. It's 14-7 Southport.
What are you waiting on? It's sprint and hammer.
But one good TD deserves another. Sophomore Andrew Mappes, over 200 rushing yards, including this 13-yard touchdown to put a wrap on this one. Southport 21-15 as we wrap up week 8 of Friday football frenzy, Flylights.
We expected to make it to Columbus East tonight. The weather prevented it, but give a shout out to the Olympians, the top-ranked team in 4A. They win big 62-13 over 6A number 6 Jeffersonville tonight. Meanwhile, Dave Marin with the West Side doubleheader.
Another rainy Friday night in Plainfield kept the ball out of the air and mostly on the ground. Whiteland's Brandon Patterson breaks free and doesn't look back. Touchdown Warriors. Plainfield would come right back. Before the half, they'd go on the attack. Dante Keys with a nice catch. That would set up Clayton White streaking across the end zone for the touchdown. But it just wouldn't be enough as Whiteland would win 34-17. Over to Brownsburg, third quarter, Noblesville trailing 14-13, but not for long. Luke Mallow calls his own number and finds the zone. And just like that, they're up 21-14. Later in the fourth, the Bulldogs, Tox Aikenbraid goes right, nothing there, so he goes left and just keeps on going. Touchdown Brownsburg. We're tied at 21. Then later in the fourth, Brownsburg working on a potential winning drive. When Klink Fink loses the ball, Hank Davis is there to recover. And Noblesville couldn't do anything with it. They'd go 4 and out. Brownsburg get the ball back and a chance to win. But look, it's Davis again. He'd come up with the interception, and he'd take it in for the touchdown. Brownsburg would tie this game up. It would go to overtime. Noblesville would win 36-35. Dave Marin, Friday Football Frenzy.
Noblesville on the road. Thanks, Dave. And more Frenzy coverage online. Click on the link at theindychannel.com. Look for the state tourney pairings, by the way, Sunday night. Back with more after the timeout.